Hey guys, what's up? Today I'm going to be doing a little Unturned beginner's guide here for newer players because obviously a lot of people are new to this game because it was just released to the Steam store, so it's going to be gaining a lot of popularity. So let's first start off by saying that I'll start off by giving an overview of the game. It's a survival horror game, very similar to Minecraft and DayZ, so if you've played either you should be able to pick up on it pretty quickly. And it's pretty entertaining as well. So you are going to have, let's start off by saying that there are two modes, single player and multiplayer. Multiplayer is currently under maintenance for servers, so unless you have a friend that has a server, you won't be able to connect to a public one. Let me think. There are two different maps. Right now I'm playing on PEI, which is like the DayZ style map where there are towns, military bases, airports, and you can scavenge items. But the other map is called, what is the other map called? It's called Arena. I'm so sorry, I keep forgetting. It's called Arena. It's very similar to a Hunger Games type game mode. There's a cornucopia in the middle of the map with essential items, and then you kind of have to survive off the environment after that with the trees and other stuff growing around you. And the common enemy in this game are obviously zombies, and you'll need to thrive by crafting, battling, and building. That was my motto that I made up. I don't know if I think that's pretty accurate. Now the first thing you're going to want to do in this game is let me introduce you to the different meters at the bottom of your screen. So let me get in this car here. Let's do a little driving. So cars, let me just start off by saying that cars take gasoline. They don't have fuel that lasts forever, unfortunately, like a lot of other games, but I'll just go for a drive and talk. Cars, you'll need a fuel can that has fuel in it, and you'll need to left click the car, and then it'll pour around 25% gasoline in, and to get more fuel you'll need to find more fuel cans, or you'll need to take a empty fuel can and find a gas station to refill it at. So the meters at the bottom of your screen, let's talk about those. So all the way on the bottom left you have, bottom middle left you have your health, which you want to be at the highest, and you lose health by falling and getting hit or shot by other players or zombies. So you can restore your health by using bandages and stuff like that. Basically the main way to restore your health, the easiest, is if you find cloth, you're probably not going to know what to do with it because you can't equip it or anything to yourself. So that brings me to another thing you can craft in this game. So you can craft bandages with cloth, or rags I think it is, and that will restore your health by 5 points. And cloth is very easy to find, but throughout the map you'll also find bandages, splints, which you can also craft, but that's the easiest, is the rag, and it only restores your health by 5, but the items are easy to find, so remember that, 2 cloth for a rag, and that restores your health by 5. So then you have your hunger, which you need to eat food to restore, and you can eat regular or rotten food, doesn't matter, but they both will restore your hunger. And once your hunger gets to 100%, you will start to lose health. And that will bring us to the next health stat, is your hydration. And you will want that to be closest to 0 as possible, like the other things. And so you'll just need to drink water that is either good or like spoiled, and various sodas and like milk and stuff and soda. You'll find all different types of beverages throughout the map that will restore your water. So that brings us to our next little stat here. At the bottom of our screen we have our sickness/disease, which That will go up because you're constantly exposed to radiation, so it'll go up by little, and it will also go up if you eat spoiled food. So it's like a little bit of a you're trading off. If you want to restore your hunger, then you're gonna have to and you have to eat a rotten food. Your hunger will be restored, but you're gonna gain a little bit of disease. So the other food source that you might want to know about are berries, and you can find those throughout the environment. And what those will do are different kinds. They're like, I want to say there's like 5 to 7 different kinds of them, and they will restore your, here's a cloth right there like I was talking about before, and they will restore your health, hunger, hydration, or disease level, depending on the type of berry, but sometimes they have side effects, like it will distort your vision or stuff like that. But generally they're pretty easy to find and pretty helpful. So let's think of, now I'm trying to think of what else I can talk about here. So I just want to make sure I cover everything that are all the basics. And the other meter down there is your stamina. Now your stamina will be drained whenever you run, which is activated by holding shift and by right clicking when you have a weapon or tool, and that will like have a power hit or a chop, and that will drain 10 stamina, and your stamina will slowly recharge. But if you start running again, then it's gonna have to the recharge process initiates again, and it takes a little longer. Oh, I just found a gun, so you guys get to see a little gun gameplay here, and it's got a full clip. So let's just start off by saying that the first things that you're going to want to do is loot towns and get the essentials. The essentials, I would say, the first thing, the most important thing you want to have is a backpack, because it will allow you to carry much more items than just your regular inventory, which only has 4 slots, and that is incredibly helpful. And then once you get the backpack, you can get some weapons, some tools. Let me get this guy here. You can get weapons, tools, food, drink, and vitamins that will restore your disease and sickness. And once you get those, you can keep yourself maintained and stuff. And after that, you're going to want to move into a phase where you're going to start crafting new things and getting used to the crafting engine, which isn't too hard. There's a crafting guide that I'll post in the description for you guys. And you want to maybe pick up a gun and try and just don't go looking out for it, but find some ammo along the way if you can, but don't stress yourself over getting a gun. If you're playing single player, you don't need them for zombies. I would only really recommend them if you're going to be taking on players, because that's a different story. So let me think. Let me pick up these shells here. And so what was I saying? So then, yeah, don't really need guns in single player, but in multiplayer you may want to invest in them, invest your time in getting some. You're going to want to start mining and cutting down trees. I don't have a pickaxe on me, but you will find rocks, and you'll be able to mine those for rocks, and you'll be able to make stuff with that. And then you can mine trees or cut trees down, I guess would be the right. Can I cut this type of tree down? Yeah, I can. And as you'll see, it yields logs and sticks and branches. And you can use those to eventually craft your house, and you can use that to craft some other stuff too. But you can check that out in the crafting guide. So let's continue on here. So finally, once you're actually consider yourself an intermediate at the game, you're going to want to start to settle down a little bit more and be able to sort of provide for yourself by planting seeds and growing your own food. Another thing that you want to be able to acquire is a canteen, which is made by taking a water bottle and a empty can, and it will allow you to constantly refill your water supply. So anytime you go to a water source, you can refill that, and you'll get more to drink. So then you're basically set on water, and then with that harvest, when you grow your own food, you'll be able to be self-sustainable for food. And then for sickness, The only thing that you can do is just get berries that will help with that, and vitamins. That's all that I know of about that right now. And for health, just make sure that you're not getting hit by zombies too much or getting killed by players too much. So I'm trying to think of anything else that I can tell you guys that you might want to take into consideration. Just a few warnings. Don't go playing multiplayer on your first try, because you're gonna get killed probably. You want to get familiar with the game, get really familiar with it, put a couple of hours in, and know that you're confident with the crafting and stuff, and that you kind of know what you're doing, and then sort of get into whatever else you want to get into. But don't build. I haven't built a house yet, and I would consider myself not an advanced player. I would consider myself between intermediate and advanced, because there are places that give you shelter that are better than houses. Houses are more of a cosmetic thing in this game. You can build a really cool house, but there are certain spots that are better than houses and that will protect you more. I actually made a video on the best base that you could have, so I'll post that in the description for you guys. It's probably good for beginners. I actually specified it for beginners, I think. But let's just check out what's over here, and then I'm probably going to end the video, but let's see. As you can see over there, we've got a town. I think we were actually just there because I was driving my car out of there. But let's see. There might be a berry in here. Usually you find berries in these little things here. So, yep, here's a berry. We'll try the berries, and if we're lucky, it will give us a little side effect for you guys to see. And you guys can also see the effects of it as well. So let's equip the berries. So when we eat these, yep, we get a little side effect, and that'll lower our that'll help our hydration and our hunger. But as you can see, we are a little distorted here, but that is alright. So guys, that's my beginner guide for Unturned. I hope it helped you guys out, and good luck when you get started. I'll see you guys later. Please like the video and subscribe. Thanks for watching. I'll see you later.